Hello there, Ringside Crew.
Hello there, Ringside Crew.
Hey dudes at Ringside Crew, this is Davian.
Hey, it's Jenny Santana here.
This is Elsie.
This is the Savage Juggernaut, Tamaku.
Inside Ring!
This is Thomas D. Bruff.
This is Billy Starks.
Mr. Chad Epic.
Megan Mason.
Hey everybody, Scotland's own Brody Adler.
The headliner in charge, Marco Mania.
This is your girl Charisma.
Papa Dink, Brendan Dicker.
This is According to Woods.
Savannah Summers.
I'm Shorty.
Tasman inside.
You are watching
The internationally known
Dudes at Ringside podcast, hosted by Metal Geek and Joe the Panther Jr.
Happy Valentine's, everybody, and welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe the Panther the Third, and now from the very lovely Hearts on Top, very beautiful Metal Mountain tonight, it's a happy heel himself.
You got away all the hearts.
I know. I said that. The very lovely and beautiful mountain, shiny mountain today. All these hearts and chocolates falling down on me. It's the happy heel himself, the Metal Geek, and the Spiffster.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going? Happy Valentine's Day.
Well,
Happy Valentine's Day.
Welcome. Hey, Spiff. Good to see you again.
Yeah.
So, you ready, guys? Ready to introduce our lovely Valentine's guest?
Yeah.
Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to none other to the Mr. Valentine himself, Farm Strong Toby Valentine.
What's up?
Hi guys, how you doing? Thanks for having me on.
Hi, welcome.
Happy Valentine's Day, Toby.
Happy Valentine's Day. Of course, every day is Valentine's Day for me, but for everyone else, Happy Valentine's Day. It's going to be a great day.
Yes. Got hearts all over the place in my room today.
Beautiful. Absolutely.
Yes.
The love's everywhere.
It's a sneaky heart. So, if our American fans or our international fans are not familiar with you, Toby, introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you. Well, yeah, like Joe said, I'm Farm Strong Toby Valentine. I'm a British wrestler based in the southwest of England, down at Reach Wrestling, which everyone can find on all the socials and on YouTube. And I'm currently sort of starting out my career. I still would class myself as a rookie and just trying to get out to as many different promotions as I can, having matches everywhere I can across the UK. And doing the best I can.
Awesome. Next question, Geekins.
So who trained you, Toby?
So we have 3 coaches down at Reach Wrestling at the Academy. They are the English Lion, Eddie Ryan, who has appeared for countless promotions here and in the States and in Japan. And then the 2 founders of Reach Wrestling are also coaches there, Jason King and Grayson Reeves.
Mm. So is there any other place in the country or in the world that you want to perform? Have you thought of yet?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I want to go everywhere. Everywhere is the plan. You know, going out to the States is probably the most immediate plan. The States and Canada as well. I got some friends over in the Great White North, so it'd be good to make my way there too. But yeah, I mean, anywhere that I can get to. You know, the overall aim one day would be to get to the NWA. That's my mountaintop. So, you know, any way I can get there, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So who would you say like the ultimate dream match for you would be? You'd say?
Oh, the ultimate dream match. I mean, right now, right at this moment, it's Matt Cardona, because he's holding the 10 pound gold, holding the NWA World Heavyweight title. But just for, you know, my own sort of like fan in me, I don't know. I'd probably say maybe the FTR, the Revival, those guys.
Oh, yeah. Who would you tag with, though?
Because, you know, their style of wrestling is really, you know, what I aspire to and what I'm the biggest fan of. So if I could get in there with those guys, that would be great. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. quick question: who would you tag with, though?
Oh, who would I tag with? Maybe Nick Aldis, just for the British connection, you know, and the former NWA champion, and you know, he's a guy I have a lot of respect for. So I'd definitely like to see him with Nick Aldis.
Yeah,
Okay.
you that or you versus Aldis would be a hell of a match as well.
Yeah, wouldn't say no to that either. That would be really great.
So, how do you feel about intergender wrestling?
I haven't personally done any intergender wrestling. It's not something that's done a lot around Reach or around the area that I am. You know, I have no real problem with it, or you know, I'm not adverse to it really. It's just not something that I've had much experience with or you know discussed much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what are some of the places you would love to travel to?
Well, right now, I mean, the only places I've managed to go so far are England and Wales. So just checking off Scotland and Northern Ireland to get the whole of the UK. That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, everywhere. The States, Canada, like I said, Japan, Australia, New Zealand would be great to get to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anywhere and everywhere.
There's a few other indie promotions in England that we've like had their wrestlers on our podcast. The other names you could put on your list in the England area is Coventry Pro Wrestling. That's another one.
I saw during your intro that you guys had before you came on, a few of the girls from Coventry Pro Wrestling that I recognized there. I saw Shorty and I saw Alfie and some of the girls that I do know and have met. Yeah. And they've got some real talented people at Coventry. So I haven't been able to wrestle there yet myself. I've been to a couple of their shows, but no, it'd be great to be able to get into a ring with some of those guys.
Yeah, we had Sash on there too.
We had Sash. He's another good wrestler to work with. He's a good wrestler. He's a cool guy.
He's a good heel.
Oh, he's a heel. I can't say cool guys and come after me now. Goodbye, Joe.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of good guys there. They've got like there's I think is it Tomby is one of their sort of main guys that they've got there.
Yeah, Tomby, yeah,
he's a guy I'd like to work with sometime. I think he's they got some really good guys.
Will Starr's another one.
Will Star, the most hated man in Coventry, so I've heard.
We heard the story that we don't want him on our podcast because he's
you guys don't want him on your podcast. No, he's bad.
We got told by Nathan. No, we don't want him. He's a jerk. We're like,
well, from what I've seen, a lot of people might share that opinion of him. So maybe you might be right.
He's like the British version of MJF. A lot of people can't stand him, right?
A lot of people can't stand him. A lot of people can't stand him.
So like there's a bunch of pros, and there's Coventry, there's UK wrestling. That's another one that we've had on with Alfie.
Yeah.
Power Slam, is it Power Slam, Geek?
I think it's Fight Factory.
Fight Factory.
Oh, Fight Factory, yeah, they're another good one, absolutely.
Lincoln, they're in Lincoln, England.
That's Lincoln. What's that other one that Sash was part of that has like the red logo, almost looks like a biohazard symbol? I thought it was Power.
He did tell us though.
I thought it was Power Slam. Power Bomb, Power Slam. It's like yellow. Their logo is like yellow. It looks like a biohazard symbol.
I've seen that one. I know what Joe's talking about, but we have to go back and look the name.
There's one called Slam Masters, which comes to mind with the yellow logo, but I don't know about Power Slam or anything like that.
Yeah. It's funny being American-based wrestling fans now doing this podcast. We used to be like one-sided with wrestling. Now me and Geek are so unified with wrestling that we tell people about you guys more than we tell our friends about the American wrestlers.
Wow, really great. That's the kind of backup that we need, and getting our names out. That's really good to hear.
I wear like behind Geek. But you can't see because Spiffy's sitting in the seat today. But Alfie actually sent us a T-shirt. She's our first.
Oh, amazing!
First British wrestler to ever send us a T-shirt ever.
Oh, that's awesome!
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, that's great.
That is what we do now. That's Geek. I wear the shirts all over the place, and people see my shirt. And one girl was like, "Who's Alfie?" I'm like, "Oh, she's a British wrestler." And they're like, "Oh my god!" like Geek. That's our silent tribute to the wrestlers that come on our podcast that give us stuff. We put their merch in our background. We talk about them like crazy.
Yeah.
That's really good to hear. And there's so many, talented guys and girls around here that don't get a lot of recognition. So, you guys getting people's names out there, that's really great.
Yeah, one that's actually starting to make it right now is Lizzie Evo.
Yes.
Yeah,
Lizzie.
Making a name for herself.
And I think she might be in NXT UK real soon, though. Because, I've seen...
Yeah, I was watching NXT UK a couple of weeks ago, and you can see Lizzie is in the background of some of the sort of...
The dark matches.
Yeah. And she, you can see her in the background in the Performance Center and stuff. She's definitely going to get there very soon.
Oh, there's another promotion from England that I forgot, and I just thought of it. Their logo is a Viking. It's Bellatrix.
Or Bellatrix.
Bellatrix, yeah. It has like a Viking with a helmet and stuff like that.
Bellatrix.
Yeah, they're the offshoot of WAW.
Yes,
Page's family, the Fighting With My Family guys, the Knight family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of good people out of there. They've got a massive academy and performance center, and they have, they just crowned a new women's champion in their promotion, and it's funny and kind of cool for her. She was our youngest guest we ever had on Dudes at Ringside, and she actually just recently won the championship. So right now it's a little late. Again, congratulations on winning your first ever championship. We are so proud of you and stuff like that. So, have you? I know you said you're young in the rest in your career, but have you thought about any championship belts you want to go for in your promotion? Well, in the immediate future, we've got our Reach Wrestling has our Brawl in the Guild show, which company's ever put on. It's going to be 600 people in this really sort of spectacular venue we've got in Plymouth, and there's a AEW style casino battle royale that we're doing, which is for the Reach Academy Championship, which I'm a part of. So that's the belt that's immediately in my future, is that Reach Academy title.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We hope you get it, and we're sending our Dudes at Ringside mojo over you so you win that title.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that a lot. There's going to be a lot of guys in there, so it's helpful.
Add it to the tally. Add it to the International Wall of Fame.
No, it's like we have some kind of voodoo on our podcast where
it's not. It's happy voodoo. He says voodoo.
It's so humbling.
No, it's like
every time someone comes on our podcast, Toby, next time, a few months later, we see them on Instagram raising a title. We're like,
they were just on our podcast.
Wow,
it's amazing.
Well, let's hope that carries on.
Yeah,
that tradition carries on, and we can bring some more gold. That would be terrific.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Keep telling Geek the wall's going to collapse because we have too many titles.
Nothing.
I make a joke. I'm like, we're the Good Luck Chuck of podcasts.
Yes. Perfect.
We bring all our luck to people.
What kind of food do you like, Toby?
Oh, for the kind of food that I like and the kind of food that I eat are pretty far apart. Unfortunately, I have to, I'm on quite a strict diet plan and workout plan at the moment, so it's a lot of chicken and sweet potato and broccoli. It's not very interesting at all. But if I could exist on lasagna alone forever, I'd be a very happy man.
You would definitely want to meet Ever So Spiffy's mom, because she's Italian and she can cook like a monster.
Oh, fantastic!
She is an amazing cook.
That sounds like heaven to me.
Oh, jeez, she would like you because you're a big guy. She'd be like, "I'll make you whatever you want, boy."
Oh, they'd have to roll me out the house. I'd have eaten that much pasta. Oh, it'd be fantastic. That sounds perfect.
We'll go on jogs. We'll go on jogs and we'll lift up barrels behind the house. Don't worry. we'll go work on it. We don't worry about that. I'm the strong one of the podcast. I could take the muscle. Me.
Oh,
I work for a grocery store. Geek works for Coca-Cola. So we both lift things all the time. So we're kind of strong.
Not wrestling strong, so we can't lift people. So there you go.
I lift. I lift heavy
Well, you
pallets.
don't know until you try, you know?
Yeah. You know, it's funny, Toby. I lift heavy pallets, and it's almost the same weight as a human. Like 40, 50. Yeah. So.
But is that really equivalent to lifting a human?
Well, not really, but it's almost like 50, 60 pounds is depending on what it's
pallets would do weigh 60 pounds though. So
yeah.
Well, you're working your way there, you know. If you could add some, about 40 pounds of weight on top of that, you're getting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Geekin.
So what would you say your favorite match of all time? You say is
favorite match of all time. Whoa, that's pretty tough.
Or you could do a top 10.
Or top 10. Well, we could be here all day. That'd be amazing. Yeah. I'm a really big old school wrestling fan, so I'm big into sort of the 80s territory stuff, Jim Crockett Promotions and World Class and stuff like that. And I'm a very big fan of the Von Erichs. They're a big inspiration for me. So I'd probably say, for not necessarily for the standard or the actual wrestling itself, but for the occasion, it was when Kerry Von Erich won the NWA title from Ric Flair in Texas Stadium in '84, the memorial show for David Von Erich. That's a real special one for me that I watch quite often, and that's a match that I'll come back to over and over just for the occasion. It's a really, really great one.
Yeah.
If you're a big fan of Kerry Von Erich, you should definitely check out some of his stuff, like his match against Mr. Perfect for the IC title. Was it SummerSlam?
Tornado. Yeah, absolutely.
He's got like old school wrestling. This is going to make you super jealous. I got a chance to actually see him perform in Madison Square Garden as a kid.
Really? Wow.
Yes, I did. And man, I get chills thinking about it because not many people had that experience to see him perform and come out here with his his theme song. He came out with I think he was wearing his sandy color robe he wore that year. But man,
of course, with the tassel boots and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, not many people could say they got a chance. It was around the time when he was doing the rivalry with the Warlord. That was his big rivalry.
Yeah. With the two Warlord. Very big men in there doing those matches. That's peak WWF wrestling right there.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, actually, and I mean, there's so many matches to when you say about favorite matches, it shot into my brain also was from Starrcade 1985 was Tully Blanchard and Magnum TA in the I Quit Steel Cage match, which is an absolutely brutal match with not a lot of technical moves being thrown around. But it's another one where the crowd investment in it just makes it so great. And that's another one that I'll watch over and over again as well.
Yeah, one of my favorite. I was just gonna add one of my favorite matches. I'm a huge New Japan fan, so anything New Japan is all my favorite. But Okada Kenny Omega 4 is probably my favorite match of all time right now. As of right now,
right? Yeah, that's a match that I hear a lot about in that conversation when people talk about favorite matches. Those long, super athletic contests. Those guys are so impressive. They're
not only that, the storytelling going towards that match was unbelievable through all four matches. Like all four matches told a great story. So that would have to number 4. That culminated the finale in that match, and that would have to be my favorite match of all time. So
yeah. Definitely.
That story was unbelievable of how Kenny brought everyone back together after winning the title.
Yeah, long-term Japanese storytelling there. They do very, very well.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Spiffy, you got any questions tonight?
Ooh, yes, I do. Actually, how old were you when you started wrestling?
The first time I stepped in a wrestling ring, I was either 20 or 21. So it wasn't all that long ago. And it was later than I, really would have wanted it to be. I should have got there quicker, but I was a bit, I was always very apprehensive to try and start. But yeah, I think it was maybe 21, I think, when I first started.
Interesting.
Yeah. Do you have any
Already older
stories?
than a lot of the guys started. No, sorry, carry on.
There was a delay. Sorry, can you continue? There was a delay.
Oh no, that's okay. I was just saying I was already older than a lot of guys who were already there training, which is they were very young teenagers. So I wish I had got there soon, but it wasn't too.
Interesting.
Do you have any stories from the road or the rain and training?
On the road. A lot of them. How many I can get away with telling is a different story.
Get yourself in trouble, Toby.
Don't get yourself in
Oh,
trouble.
of course. Just you guys and all of the people watching on Valentine's Day. There's but I was there. There have been times before. I remember going to a show where one of the guys had got injured. One of the other trainees at my original training school. And had to go and spend sort of the whole evening in a hospital waiting room with him and missing the entire wrestling show. And even though it was disappointing to miss the whole show, it was also made quite a fun evening having to sit in a hospital waiting room with a bunch of wrestlers and getting some quite interesting looks from the general public looking on at guys in tights and face paint. So that was good.
Jeez. Imagine that. You're a nurse just grabbing something, you walk by and go, why is that guy wearing leggings?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Where are these long-haired guys running around, in tie-up boots and no clothes on? That's pretty good.
Danielle, imagine that was your mom. Spiffy, imagine that was your mom's hospital. How's that guy wearing underwear in the hospital?
Or face paint.
What the heck?
He looks a little weird. He doesn't look okay.
Who's this guy wearing panties in the hospital? What happened in that house?
I think I'm going to call a doctor. His face is all looks like it's all mangled or something.
He's got paint on.
I can't even. Ooh.
It's like imagine you have someone like.
I'm like, it's only face paint. It's only face paint.
Like imagine like you had someone like Abaddon going to the hospital and the nurse saying, "I don't think I should operate on this person. This person does not look like." Okay.
She's spitting blood out of her mouth and all over the place.
Everybody. She's already dead. What are we doing? What do we need to bring her to the hospital? She's already dead.
Running, screaming out of the hospital away from her. That would be a good image to see. Definitely.
And just like wheel them away. That's it.
That would be called the little white bandits. They would call back in the day.
I was always telling her, we should try to get Abaddon. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I got a good question. If you could bring back anybody from the, as you said, the old school era to wrestle, who would you wrestle and why?
Oh, maybe Ric Flair, just to say that I did it and that I could hang with him, because I know that his matches used to go an hour long most nights of the week. And he would test guys and see how good their fitness was later into the matches. So that kind of test would be really great. And other than that, Arn Anderson, just because he's my all-time favorite, and I'm sure we could beat each other up quite well and throw some meaty punches. So that would be a lot of fun.
Okay.
I pride myself on having a pretty good spine buster as well. So I'd like to have a trade-off and see how that goes.
Yeah, I would love to see you versus Kurt though.
Versus Kurt.
Yeah.
I would love to do it. It would be a lot of fun, and it would be one of the most difficult things I'd ever do, because you just know he goes a million miles an hour with everybody he's in there with. He drags people up to his level no matter who they are. So you really would have to bring your A game and make it the best match you ever had. So that would be that'd be great. That'd be a great challenge.
Kurt in his prime.
Yeah, like 90s
Kurt,
like 2000 Kurt when he was
like
2000
when he fought Shawn, when he fought the one.
Oh yeah, that Kurt.
That Kurt.
The WrestleMania 21 Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Take the straps down, put the straps back up, back down again. That kind of anger and intensity. Yeah.
I actually saw one of your clips that you do the Kurt Angle thing and you pull the singlet down. Like,
oh yeah, the straps do come down. when it gets a bit intense, the straps do come down. Absolutely.
There's actually a wrestler here on Long Island. His name is Coach Mamone. His gimmick is like he's a gym coach.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So he has a gimmick where he's running around when he starts hulking up. He takes the pants off. and
then he has like this whistle.
His gym shorts on.
It's kind of like
it's so
those
funny.
basketball shorts you see in the 90s, like those NBA pull the pants off thing, like
they pull off pants.
Like the one with the snap on them down the side.
Yeah, I could see your face, Toby, when you said that. He like takes off his pants. What kind of wrestling?
Take off his pants? You know, what kind of show is this that we're going to?
That's not PG.
No,
he has the gym shorts on. He has the gym shorts on, and then he's running around doing like the leg drop. So.
Yeah,
I can immediately
pretty
see
wild.
Toby's face went from smiling geek to.
Just for a second. But so it's okay. He keeps his shorts on. That's fine. We'll be
don't worry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Shorty, what the fuck is this? Toby, do you ever play any video games?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Absolutely. We were heading back from a show actually last night, and it was maybe 2 a.m. We were still driving home and just talking about all kinds of stuff. We were talking about big into Fallout at the minute. I went back and I've been replaying Fallout New Vegas, and those sorts of like RPGs, Bethesda stuff was always one of my favorite stuff. But yeah, big into game, definitely.
It's always good. Have you ever created yourself in any of the WWE games?
Well, of course I have. Going back years and years and years and years. I think the first wrestling game I ever got was it was either Shut Your Mouth or Just Bring It, one of the SmackDown games. And I'm sure I would have created a character on there and have done in every single game, every single year that's come out since then. Definitely. They've changed a bit over the years, but I've definitely done that every time.
The new one looks amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, all the adverts for it have been. It looks like it's going to be great, and it after the 2K20 wasn't that great. Hopefully, this one will be a lot better.
I pre-ordered the Rey Mysterio edition, so I'm like super amped, and I keep looking at what I have saved in my bedroom. Do I have this, and can I like arrange my money this way to get it? Like,
that and the AEW game too is coming at the same time, so that's going to be a real rivalry right there.
You know what's funny?
That is going to be good.
You know what's funny, guys? I looked at the pre-order on the table at GameStop, and they did not have it on the table. Like the pre-order, like the little dish thing that they tell you on the by the register, like this is available, that's available, wasn't even on the screen.
You know why, Joe? Right?
Why?
They probably look at wrestling games and be like, "That's not popular."
Well, they did have the new baseball game up there already, and everybody's still playing 2K21 of MLB The Show. And I'm like, when did this get on the table? He's like, oh, that came up on the table. You want to add that to the list? I'm like, no, just SmackDown. No. I don't have the money like that.
It's probably like everyone's like, SmackDown, what's this? It's like, okay, we'll just play Call of Duty. That's it. That's what all the gamers like to play. Yeah, we'll play our Call of Duty.
Did you see the meme we posted on our page that thanking the 2K19 for holding it down because of the last game being so
yeah, was it the Spider-Man?
Yes.
Meme. Yeah. Be careful, he's a hero. That one. Yeah. I
saw that on Twitter and I was like, yeah, that needs to be on our Instagram page. I'm super and the thing that most importantly about that game that I'm really amped about playing now that we had so many awesome guests like you and all our fun British guests from the past, I can't wait to see who people create in that game.
Yeah, in the like community creations where you can download people's creations that they've made, other people have made. yeah, it'd be really cool to see who makes the cut for that sort of thing.
Because I know Kiara made it last time. 2K19, someone created Kiara.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
really
they made Kiara. I had to upload her. I'm like, gotta upload Kiara. Except they made her from America, and I was like,
oh.
is this really the same Kiara? Is there? I looked. I'm like, is this the same? I had to create Shorty. She wasn't in the game. I was gonna create Alfie, but I didn't. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Everybody's a Shorty fan. You have to do it.
Yeah.
I made her, and she freaked out. She was like, "Oh my god, you made me! It looked just like me." It's like, I'm the guy. Geek knows. Me and Geek were the kings of creating ourselves. So accurate. Geek would make himself a heel with his outfit, and always this and
our other friend would just make himself look like a monster, and be like, "Okay, I'm gonna beat you guys." I'm like, "That doesn't look like you."
No, that's not the point of it. You gotta, try and be as near to it as you can.
I know. Our other friend did that. Joe knows what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
He said he'd make himself like all muscular,
big, scary, like mean. And I made myself, when I had hair, give myself a short haircut with like the jean shorts with the tank top and stuff like that, looking all thug. And then Geek character was like a pretty boy because he's mean. His name was Chick Magnet. We had a whole storyline.
Beautiful.
Kid Crazy and Chick Magnet hated each other, and now they team. Now they're a tag team. Now they're forced to tag team.
Oh yeah,
this podcast.
The one thing I can't wait to see, Toby and Geek and Spiffy, to see how many outfits they let you give your guy this time.
Yeah, because how many was it last time? Was it 3 last time?
It was
only 2.
It was only 2.
Ah.
You give us 2 outfits, 2 outfit changes. I was like, what kind of fun? What kind of fun is that? Only 2 outfits? Can't really.
Yeah, you.
Uh-oh.
We lost him.
What did you do, Valentine's Day's.
He talked video games, Joe, and then he lost him.
Valentine's Day's canceled.
Oh no.
Valentine's.
No, we lost him. He dropped the
Valentine's has just been canceled.
Canceled. Gotta put canceled on the bottom of the street. Canceled.
And then you write, please stand by.
The Valentine's Day broken hearts. Uh-oh, no. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Do you think that's a sign, Geek?
That's a sign. All right. Well, I'm Metal Geek.
And I am ever so spiffy.
And I'm Joe Panther III. And we will see you guys in the next one.